What's up guys, I'm PawsBuild and welcome to a new Planet Zoo franchise mode series where we're going to be building a cozy winter zoo. This zoo is going to be located in Antarctica and should form another wonder of the world. With Santa's workshop located in the North Pole and our zoo located in the South Pole, I feel like we're covering the world pretty well between us. And we've done a few franchise mode series on the channel before, so I feel like it's time for us to upgrade to hard difficulty, and I actually genuinely have no idea what this entails, so that'll be fun. I hope you enjoy this series. Let's start the video. I think our Krampus goats are pretty settled in here, aren't they? They're looking pretty cute, and our keepers, you know, keeping a good eye on them, I would say. Plus, our money seems to have balanced out well, which is nice. We're actually properly making money again. We just needed more animals. That's all it was, I think. I'd gone too far into making stuff to fit with our festive kind of theme, and I hadn't focused enough on getting more animals in here for people to enjoy. Look how bustling it is everywhere. This is mad. Look at this. Wow. And it looks like people are still shopping loads. That's good. Hopefully people are buying the green and red umbrellas. I would like to see that a bit more. And our souvenirs, to be honest, no one's really buying that much. I mean, we're still making money, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as much as some of the others. I mean, to be fair, this was worth placing. Lifetime profit of 40,000. That's not a bad profit, I will say. So in order to keep the profit coming, I think it's probably a good idea to expand this habitat maybe, but to get another animal in here, because these guys have a little friend. If we look at them in the Zoopedia and we go into species enrichment, they like the Takin. I think it's how you say it, Takin? Let me know in the comments, because it's probably wrong. And these guys are adorable. They look like they're straight out of Ice Age, so they're perfect for our zoo. Now, they also live in large groups, I think. Yeah, they live in 2 to 20. I didn't realize it was that large. Okay, so they're in big groups, and even if we had 20, how many would we need? 20 adults, 10 babies maybe. They're going to need a lot more space. We have expanded the land area in here by building in here, but I do think we need to expand it a little bit further. Maybe extend this habitat back, give them more of this mountain area. Like, I think it wouldn't go amiss, to be honest. And maybe down here, you know, we can just bring this forward. It could even kind of go down here to this area. That wouldn't be bad. So I think what we might do is, yeah, expand this area and then get some Takin in there. And I'd also like to see if we have any males of our current species, which is the Markhor, or Marker. Ah, here we go. We have a male. Perfect. Krampus. Krampus is ready. Let's send him to quarantine. I will also rename all of the animals in the zoo in the next video. I'm not going to do it right now. So let me know in the comments what names you want for all of the animals, and I will have a look. And in the next video, we'll go around and rename everyone. But we have to rename that one, surely. Like, that's got to be Krampus, doesn't it? This one. I don't think I could rename him till he's in the habitat, but he's definitely going to be Krampus. It has no security guard. I know there's no security guard because we don't really need one, if we're honest. We may need work zones. That's the only thing we may need, because we're now going to have 2 things up here and down here. I think let's get a work zone going. Let's start off with work zones. Everything here is going to be our... I think we're going to call this one Christmas Market. And we're going to have to go like this. We're going to come up with like names for them relating to where they are, something like that, rather than, you know, regions or something like that, like we've done before, where we've got an Asia section of the zoo and then an Africa section. We're going to do, this is the Christmas market area, so we can assign certain staff to that. If we look at our staff here, I know we're low on cash, but we're okay. Our vet is going to have to work in all of it, so we're not going to want that. And in fact, before I even do anything, let's make another work zone that is just the whole zoo. And there, we'll have it here. We will probably get rid of this at some point, but at the minute, we kind of want people to be able to work across the work zones. So it's Christmas market, zoo, and then everything up here. And that is going to be the ice cave, because it's around the ice cave here, isn't it, for the bears? Which isn't very icy at the minute, but it's still an ice cave. Okay, Krampus is past quarantine. Let's move him in. He can meet the ladies. He's got a nice little herd in there, so I hope they get on. And they're pretty happy with everything still. Cool. How are our bears doing as well? While we have a second. Still not bred, have you? You're still not mating, but you know, at least you're getting on. The meal quality could be better. And there is always a talk whenever I come over to the bears. I always seem to come over in July. That's really weird. Okay, so let's have a look at our vet research because they may have finished this now. No, they've got a bit further along though. Maybe the food quality could go up for them. Oh, we've still only got grade 1 food quality. Okay. Wow, there's so much research to do for these. What have we got? I mean, we've got an education bonus and things like that and some more enrichment. Plus, we're more likely to breed, but the next one is when you get food level 2. Okay. Well, we can wait for that. We can wait for that. Oh, and I think this is Krampus arriving. They've just been fed, and I think Krampus is coming in. They're all right here to greet him. Isn't that nice? What a welcome. Look at these guys. They're so cute. And here's... Look at those majestic horns. Wow. Okay. That is pretty crazy. I love that. Look at him. He's beautiful. Wow. Okay, well, he's got to be called Krampus, which I believe is spelled like that, but please let me know if I'm wrong. Look at him. That is... He's strutting. He knows. He knows what he is. He's definitely... This is his habitat. The no keeper is ever going to pretend like they're in charge when they come in here. Krampus is king around here. Those horns. I just can't believe how big those horns are. And the reindeer habitat is a disease risk. I don't know if there's just too many of them, but we need to get our keepers working harder on this. I think we may need more keepers. We've only got 2 right now, and they're both struggling. But the problem is, if I put another one in, we might have to put them on the zoo work zone, which isn't the worst thing. I'm going to train up the mechanic and the caretakers as well, because these are all very cheap. And then our vendors earn us more money, the better trained they are, so that's worth doing. All of these can just be assigned to the Christmas market, because then we know that they're doing the shops down there. And if we get more vendors, they can do the ones up here if we put some more shops in over here. But for now, though, let's sort out these work zones. Okay, so we've got 3 work zones here. Let's go through our staff. The vet is going to have to work on the zoo. So are the mechanic and the caretakers. They're just working across the whole zoo. The educator's also doing that. And then I think keepers. Let's get another keeper. Are we making money? Yeah, we are. Okay. We're going to get 1 more keeper. The new one is going to work just across the zoo. And then we're going to have the old one can work in the Christmas market. Because that's where they like, you know, that was where they first worked. And then the second keeper is going to work in the ice cave. And that should encourage them to use these buildings as well. So there's a keeper hut and a staff room there. They should be using them. But everyone is able to use the staff building. So if the educator's up here, they can use this staff building too. It's just a little bit further away for them than most of their work zone, which is down here. And speaking of education, let's get some education for the Markhor in here. I'm going to say their name differently every time, I think. That's what I'm going to do. This is actually a really cool spot here. So maybe we should do it in front of their cave. If we get rid of these benches, let's actually just move them down. I don't really like having this many benches here because this is where they're going to see them. Maybe here because there's no education there. Let's move the benches to this side. And then that's a pretty good place for benching. Same with these conservation boards. Like, that's kind of in the way. Let's see if we can move them to, like, here. That's a better spot, isn't it? So I'm going to move these things out the way and then get some education boards in and an education speaker and then an education talk point. And we can get our educator to do that talk as well once they finish with the bears. Okay, so that is set to July. This one is set to September. So there's a month between where the educator can go and use that. Now, we do need to put this into a work zone. That's the only thing we're going to have to do from now on, is put this into all of the work zones. So we've just added that. We need to put that into the ice cave work zone as well, in case we change things around later. But that's not too bad. And at the minute, the zoo work zone does properly have everything. So everything should be selected in anything it needs. Like, this should all be really good. Now, there are a lot more guests over here. So I'm thinking, let's turn this area into a bit more of a guest area. Let's put some shops in here and maybe move the power slightly so it sits more... maybe it's fine there, but we need to sort it out so it looks a bit nicer. And it is far enough away that the guests aren't annoyed about it, so that's a good thing. But these are leaking onto the side because they don't have any decorations or anything. So let's make a little like wooden cabin area here that's got some stuff for the guests to use, because I'd like them to have a few more facilities over here, and it would encourage them to come this way. I don't think they're too bad, but if we go on thirst and hunger, they could probably use something up here. Yeah, people are going back down and they've not had anything. But generally our coverage isn't too bad, so we don't need to worry too much. Okay, I've just bought a gulpy energy drink and we've made this little staff area over here, which I think is pretty cute. Now, this is got 100% scenery rating. I was wondering whether it was going to be enough, because that will massively reduce the impact area. Now, no one's going to get impacted but the guests, but the staff, basically. And we could make these staff paths, but I don't think guests really go on here because there's nothing for them to see. So I don't think they're going to walk on here anyway. And I would like to get more of these shops. And I'm putting the full shops in, not the counters, because we're going to make this another log cabin, kind of like this over here. And that will have drinks for these guys. And we do have enough money, but I do want to leave it just so we're not right at the edge of all of our budget constantly. But we can probably build in a shelf for it and then just pop it in when we actually have the money. So I think I'm going to do that now and make this guest area kind of properly built up. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So it's just a little log cabin. In fact, for a log cabin, it's not got many logs. Hold on. I'm going to add some logs. Okay, I think that's pretty good. That's much better, isn't it? It's got some logs. I feel like it looks nicer. It just feels more log cabin-y to me with logs. Log cabin-y? That's kind of a word, right? We have run out of money though. So I've spent a lot on logs and nothing on thingies. Maybe I should have got another another gulpy or, you know, food shop instead of logs. But it's fine. I didn't quite realize how expensive the logs are. How expensive are the logs? There's no way they're that much, are they? No, they're 10 each. Oh, okay. It must have just been the sheer volume of construction pieces that ended up being quite expensive. But look at this. This is pretty cute. They're making some sales. Hopefully they're already turning some profit. Yeah, they're making profit. Perfect. That's all we want, is that they start making profit. It doesn't have to be massive because they'll get more profit the more guests come this way, the more we expand the zoo. And now the zoo feels pretty small still. Fair enough. They could do with a little bit more food, I guess, but we are kind of getting there with these needs. They're cold, lots of damaged things. That's disgusting. Is there lots of damaged stuff? I mean, there's one bin. Are we calling that lots? There's one bin that's damaged. Let's replace the bin. There we are. Okay, there's nothing damaged in the zoo now. it really like pressurizing us to try and get a security guard, but I don't think we need them. I think we're good. And where's Krampus? Is he enjoying himself? Yeah, he's chilling out. He's having the time of his life, isn't he? Look at him, just enjoying the slightly warmer cave that we've made. They like the cold though. What can I say? They like the cold. And we could have more of these heaters around. It's just, I imagine they're fairly expensive. So I'm tempted to wait until we've got a bit more cash and then we can invest in a few bits of heat around here for our poor guests that are suffering. But what more do they need? They've got a toilet. This is unprecedented on this channel. So there's 2 toilets available. They need nothing more as far as I'm concerned. All of their needs are now fulfilled. It's fun just having a little look around though. I feel like it's really fleshing out this zoo now. Like we're moving up here. I feel like this is quite nice that it's combined with a habitat, the stairs. Otherwise the stairs are quite boring. But I think maybe if we bring this down here even more, that will feel even more like included in this area. So I think let's do that. Also, this is very square, so we need to sort that out. Let's adjust this habitat to be a lot larger. Maybe when we've got a little bit more money, we'll adjust this habitat to be much larger and we can get some new animals in here. I want to get the Takin in here and see how they gel with these guys, because I feel like they're going to be best friends. Okay, we've got a little bit more money. Let's pause and edit this barrier now. We might have to do this piece by piece, but we're going to do it. Okay, we've not quite connected the habitat up, but it is now much larger. We basically doubled the size. It's 5,000 square meters just from adding this, and I think we'll do the same on the other side as well. But we do need to get a bit more money in here to fix these. We need like another section here, I think, to kind of keep this, yeah, in here. Okay, we've built that. Now it just needs to meet the wall. And we can probably drag the wall out as well. We just need a bit more money. Come on, money. Why do I put myself in these situations where this happens? I should have built the other fence and then got rid of the original rather than using the original. That would have been the sensible thing to do. That's what you do in real life. You wouldn't just take out the fence while they're in there, probably. That sounds like a really bad thing to do. Okay, I'm going to pause because these guys are escaping. Let's grab you and move you over here, you little escape artist. Same with you. They've seen their chance and they're going for it. Let's box you up while you're inside. And we have the god powers. And then I'm gonna grab these shelter bits here, these fence panels, and move them in. I can't afford to. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna be guarding this section until we get a bit more money. Okay, 200 seems good. I'm going to try and fence this section off. I don't think it's gonna take much. I think we just need to get this in so it's facing the right way. Yeah, like this. And then basically just use the terrain to do the rest for us. So we'll get there very soon. And as soon as we get any more money, we'll just put it into doing this. Okay, I think that should be fixed. But we do need to adjust this. We're missing a fence post here. But other than that, I think this is done. Though this goat running this way, it's not a goat. You know what I mean? This one running this way does not give me confidence. No, they can't break out. Okay, they're just running to check. Haha! Yes! Rhea, you're stuck. Okay, we've adjusted the habitat. It's much larger already. And they can still access the whole thing, and they're still enclosed. I think that's pretty successful. I would like to move it back here as well, but what I might do is the sensible thing and just like copy this back rather than using this area. I think I'll just grab the one we already have, duplicate it, wait till we have the money, and then move it back here. Rather than trying to handle the finances at the same time as expanding the habitat. But for now, that's pretty decent. We've done a little expansion here. That should be enough to get the Takin in here, I think. So we can have a look at whether they're available or not. Look at Krampy. I love him. I actually think he's really cool. He might be my favorite animal in the zoo now. Look at him. Look at his face. He's loving it. He's loving life. He's absolutely loving life. What do the guests think? Oh, no, the guests still love the bears. They think the bears are the best, but wow. I mean, they're wrong, but it's fine. Let's replace that habitat board. We've got a few vandals in here. There's no threat of security, that's why. And are you still making money, Gulpy Energy? Yes, we're making some money. That's fine. We'll take some. Some is good. Some is absolutely fine. Habitat has become invalid. Oh, I need to replace this. That's why. I haven't actually fixed this. Insufficient funds. You can place null barriers, yeah. They're free. There we go. Maybe that's why they couldn't break out. Maybe they can. No, they can't. It was fine. Okay, cool. We fixed the barrier issues. Everyone is good, and it's starting to snow. I feel like every time I do something good in this zoo, I get rewarded with snow. Maybe it's just me, but I think that there is a bigger plan in this zoo, and Santa is behind it. Oh, there's some benches there that aren't ideally located as well. Let's move those to over here. Or, yeah, we can have double benching on this side. That's okay. I don't mind that. Yeah, that seems good. Inspectors left. They're F5 star for everything. There we go. We're absolutely smashing it. Right, well, maybe we have a look at the Takin then. We've already seen that they are groups of 2 to 20. So we need one male and then as many females as we can get, really. And they live in the same habitat requirements, so this habitat will be absolutely fine for them. Perfect. Let's go to animal trading and see how expensive they are, because I feel like they might be expensive, and then we're going to have to save up. Well, there's a couple of females here that we can afford. I don't think we'll be able to get both of them right now, but we can try. How long do they live again? They live to 18. Okay, 18's not bad. I think the Krampuses live to 14, so they live a little bit longer. Let's get you. You've got immunity 0, but that's okay. We don't mind that. Bless them. They're just a little bit sickly. And the minimum group size is 2 as well. So we could technically just get these 2 and that would be fine. Oh no, there's more. There's more. Okay, we want this male probably. And we want some more females. Okay, this is where we need the cash. Let's wait for the game to give us a little bit more cash and then we'll buy the other ones as well. Okay, let's get our male here. And we've got 3. Let's go with that for now. And then they'll bring in more people as well. More money, more donations and everything. Let's send them to quarantine. This is interesting. We don't normally play teetering on the edge of bankruptcy, but we are on hard modes. That's possibly why everything is much more difficult. And the guests, you know, they can get refunds and stuff as well. I think it's in here somewhere. Finances, expenses. Yeah, we haven't had any, but you can get refunds. So that's definitely something we want to be aware of. And we do have our loan, so that will be hurting us, but it's not too bad. We're just periodically, see, if we're earning money now, it would be another 200 more if we didn't have the loan. But without the loan, we wouldn't be here. So I think we needed it at the time, didn't we? Another thing we can do is get a little habitat camera in. That might help us out. That would probably be pretty good, actually. Is it in media devices and education? Yes, 150 though. It's quite expensive. But if we could get one of them in, that would help us with our marketing, because we could put them in these caves and then there, yeah, you can see them. In fact, we never did this with the screens over here. I believe you can link these up to be the habitat cameras as well. Video. Oh, no, you can't. Okay. I think that's just for the burrow cameras. You can link them up. I thought you could do it to the habitat cams as well, like this one in here. So that when you got the view here, I thought that you could do that, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're not in there anyway. They're outside living their lives. So I guess I'm getting a great view of them. There they are. Adorable. Editing pause, just interrupting to say if you're enjoying the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. And I've recently enabled super thanks on the channel. So if you want to show your support for the channel by donating, you're now able to do so underneath the video. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's continue with the video. Pregnant yet? No, that's the male. Unlikely to become pregnant. Pregnant yet? No. Okay. Not yet. We'll keep waiting. We have as long as you need. Don't worry about us. We would just really love to get some cubs in here if we could. They passed quarantine. Ooh, I believe also our sloths have had babies again. So let's check up on them. Yes. Oh my goodness. There are loads of them. Okay. So we want these 4 in here. I'm going to put these 2 into the trade center. Sloths are doing great for breeding. And then, do we have any additional ones, or is it just these 2? It's just these 2. I'm going to quick trade them out so we can get a bit more cash, because we do need it. And they can go to another zoo and live a nice little life in another zoo. And if our quarantine is passing, then we will put everyone into the main, into their habitat. Okay, let's move them across. I'm going to have to change the name of this habitat to Markhor and Takin. I really don't know how to say it. Got a little bit more cash, so let's get another couple of females if we can. Get the most appealing ones. Get those 2. Let's grab a 3rd one. Oh, it just dipped under. Can we get her? Is it going to go back up? Probably not. No, okay, that's fine. We'll get these 2 and we'll move them into quarantine. And I think our first one has just arrived in the habitat, so we definitely want to have a look at them. Here they are. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're running around like anything. Look at them. That is amazing. They look like they're from Ice Age, don't they? They're amazing. And definitely a Christmassy, festive animal to have in the zoo. Now, we do need to check if they can break out of the habitat. Jump out, sorry. It's not a prison to have to break out. But they can traverse the whole thing. They can't get out. That's perfect. And do they have enough space? They do. They want more short grass. So that's okay. We can do that. And more rock. So you guys want a bit more soil. I think we need to change the areas here. Maybe we need a few more heaters that just maintain the temperature as a bit less snowy. Or do you need more trees? Because that's another way that we'll remove the snow. No, you don't. They're super chill. Okay, they just need a little bit more short grass and a little bit more rock. So there's not much we can do about that in these areas, because basically most of it is just snow. So when it's sunny, they'll have the perfect environment, I'm sure. Like, these guys will be absolutely fine. They've also got way more space than they need, both species, so that's good. But yeah, they do need more rock. And there's only so much we can do about that. Many guest tickets are underpriced. Okay, this is our time. This is going to be £14 and 17 or dollars and $7 to get in. Let's see what guests think of that. Because if they think they're underpriced, then we can definitely charge a bit more, and that will massively help with our finances. Because if you look at our income, ticket sales, that is going to make a huge difference. It's a big part of our income, ticket sales. I mean, obviously, but but it is a big part. We may need to get a heater in here. I was just trying to put them in the cave areas, and I thought that would be good enough, to be honest. But it does seem like they want a bit more. Can I get to the heater? I believe the heater's under here somewhere. Oh, it's there. Okay. Let's move that there. And then I can grab the heater. Yeah, I mean, it's on the maximum. I can make this warmer. If I made it 5 degrees, would that melt more snow? Perhaps. I don't know how the range works. I think it's literally that it has a set range, and then it doesn't affect anything outside of that range, regardless of how hot it is. But we may just need to put, yeah, we may just need to put some more heaters in. I just didn't really want to do it because it seems a bit weird. But we could put a little cave in here, actually. If we're just doing them in caves, maybe we just make another little cave. Okay, that's a big cave they got up there as well. Yeah, this should be helping. Okay, so they got more short grass. They're basically happy. They just want 1% more soil. These guys just want a little bit more rock and a little bit more grass. I think we're getting there. Okay, I've decided I've got it to 20% rock by putting the rock in all the caves. I think if we just have one grassy area that's a little bit sheltered, like out here could just be sheltered, then they're basically going to have enough area because all the grass won't have snow on it. So I'm just going to build a little wooden shelter for them, and then they've got a bit more shelter. They'll be happy with that anyway. And it will give them what they need, basically, in short grass. They'll always have some grass to chill on. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, we've just built that in here. Hopefully this is enough short grass. I'm not sure it is. It's not quite enough, but it's getting pretty there. I think, to be honest, I'm kind of thinking that's okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should we hit the whole, I think, is it 20% grass? Because this area is snowy. Like, I can put in heaters, and we can always do that. Like, I can just put in more heaters. But they have some short grass. I don't know why they would always need short grass. It just kind of feels like a very video game thing where it's like, oh yeah, you need to hit this percentage of that. It's like, well, in some seasons they have 100%, grass. In some seasons they have 100% snow. Surely that's fine as long as they've got some grass. But I don't know why they would always need some grass unless it's for, I don't know, because they don't eat it either. So I'm kind of thinking this is fine. They're pretty happy. I mean, they're literally like 98% happy with the habitat, so it's not really bothering them at all. I'm kind of thinking we're okay. And I'm going to put some enrichment in for these guys as well, because we need to make sure that they're getting, if they have anything different to the Krampuses, then we need to make sure we're putting that in for them. But probably, yeah, it looks like they have the same stuff. I'm just going to double up on some of these things. So we've got melon. Let's put some melon down here as well. Actually, yeah. I want to put it on some flat terrain if possible, otherwise it's going to... That's not too bad. It's going to make it look a bit odd, but it's fine. I'm going to put another scarecrow out here. And we may need some more food troughs. We got one there. I think maybe we'll put another food trough here. Just need to smooth out this terrain a little bit. That is impossible to see. There's so much snow. Okay. This should be short grass. Yeah, that's fine. They got another food trough there. They should have everything they need. I think they're pretty good. And let's get our... Where are they in here? There's 2 more in here. Let's move them over. And then we should probably alternate our education signs to be for the Takin as well. Maybe we need one more. Can we get another one in? No, it's the edge of the power. That's probably fine. Okay, cool. And we should have 2 education stands. So I'm tempted, just because the game won't let us do it another way, I'm going to put one in very close by. I think we'll just move this one over slightly. Have a talk here. And then have a talk here. And this one can be on the Takin. And we just need to throw that into the same work zone and change the date on it. So this, we're going to have to mess with the dates a little bit. I think we'll have the bears be September. And then this can have July. This one can have... This could just be June, probably. I don't think they need that much time to get between them, because they leave at the end of the last season. And then this can be April. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's fine. And our educators, we may just need to get 2 educators, honestly, because it is going to get a bit difficult for them. But for now, they should be okay. I think they can struggle through for a little bit longer. Look at them. They're so, like, they're so kind of derpy, for lack of a better word. They're so cute. I love them. I actually really love them. I think they're very cool. And we only have 1 worker here, so that's why this is going out sometimes. We will get another one in here soon. I think that'll be an important addition. And of course you're on the roof. Why wouldn't you go on the roof? You definitely can't jump out, can you? Can anyone jump out? No. Okay. Cool, cool. Maybe we'll expand this in the future as well. We could always move it back. They do have enough space though right now, so I'm tempted to leave it as it is. They've got like more than double, I think, the space that they need. So there's no real need to make it bigger. And I think it looks quite cool, doesn't it? You know, they've got these big mountains going on. And pretty... I'm just going to make sure this is all rocky. It's pretty different. I think that's quite cool. All these little caves. No! Our first animal about to die. Dasher. Oh, bless you. We'll have to get another Dasher in. When they've gone. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, at least they're being petted. Although, I don't think you're supposed to, like, blow on their belly or anything. They're a bit close for comfort, aren't they? I don't really know what they're touching there. I'm gonna not look at that. Look at them. Poor things. Oh, there goes the first animal. No, Dasher. Well, forever in our hearts. You were 10 years old. Died of old age. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. You poor thing. Oh, well, they will be sorely missed in the zoo. R.I.P. Dasher. On slightly less sad news, these animals seem to be getting on very well together. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? So let's learn a little bit more about our new friends, the Takin. The Takin is a large goat antelope living in the montane regions of Tibet, Bhutan, northern India, Myanmar, and China. Takins have a stocky cow-like build and are covered in shaggy fur, which makes them look so cuddly. There are 4 subspecies of the Takin which vary in coat coloration and size. Their legs are often darkened to nearly black, while the overall coloration ranges from marbled black-brown to grey-yellow to golden. Males are larger than females, but both sexes have horns that measure up to 64 centimeters in length, so do not mess with any of them. Male Takins are 1.6 meters to 2.2 meters long, and at the shoulder are 97 centimeters to 140 centimeters tall. They also weigh between 300 kilos and 350 kilos. And the females are similar in size, being 1.6 meters to 1.9 meters long, 95 centimeters to 125 centimeters tall at the shoulder, and weighing a little bit less at 240 to 280 kilos. The Takin can live at altitudes of up to 4,500 meters, which is way higher than I could. And they're the national animal of Bhutan. The Takin is a slow runner, but an excellent climber, an adaptation to its montane environment. Takins have multiple vocalizations that they use for different purposes, such as a cough to warn the herd of danger, a trill to communicate with calves, and a roar when fearful. There are 4 subspecies of Takin: the Sichuan Takin, Bhutan Takin, Golden Takin, and the Mishmi Takin. Unfortunately, the Takin is considered a vulnerable species, with 2 of its subspecies, the Bhutan and Mishmi Takins, even listed as endangered. It is under a number of threats such as overhunting, habitat loss from deforestation, road building, and agricultural development, as well as disturbances through tourism venture and diseases spread by domestic livestock. The Takin is protected in Bhutan, India, and China, the latter containing 40 nature reserves protecting the species and its habitat. So hopefully the measures that we're taking will help them to recover, but we need to keep a really good eye on them. And I think that's probably enough for this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one.